Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Squawking1200. Here we are situated in Northampton, Massachusetts, continuing on with the tour of the Connecticut River. Let's get this thing started up here. Fix my controllers here. We're going to go battery on. Check the fuel and the fuel pressure right here. Alright. Oh, wait. That's the alternator. That's the battery. There we go. We want to shut down the Garmin. So we check the fuel. Fuel quantity is good. We're going to... There's the fuel pressure comes up. We're going to crack the throttle. And we are started up. Bring this the propeller up to increasing our RPMs. We're going to throw the alternator on. We're going to throw the avionics on. We're going to throw on some visibility lights. Alright. Got a couple things that we're going to look at, which I was somewhat aware of, but not fully aware of. At least something that I did not utilize until yesterday. Here we are situated at in Northampton, Massachusetts, KB2. I just downloaded this from the Scenery Gateway. That's one of those things that I had used a long time ago, and then I kind of forgot about. And then I was reintroduced to it the other day. So, if you're not familiar with the Scenery Gateway, I'm going to put that up on the screen for a minute. Let's see, I think I just Google searched it. X-Plane 11 Scenery Gateway. X-Plane Gateway is what I typed in. And so here we are. X-Plane Scenery Gateway. It says a lot of information for scenery artists, what their instructions are. And a lot of what this is it's kind of a developer site. And it's kind of a test site. I believe the developers upload to here, and then from up here they get approval by X-Plane, and then they get included in subsequent releases. So you can go search, and like this one I went to KB2, go. K2B. I already forgot, too many numbers for me to remember. Where are we? K7B2. There we go. 7B2. Go. Maybe airport contains 7B2. Maybe this one was included with maybe this one was included with the last release of X-Plane. But one of the things that I had trouble with on the .org is actually finding something. So if you want to find airports, you can go down here, search approved airports in the map view, and then you can open the map view. So I live in the northeastern United States, and I've always been trying to find different things on the .org. Look at all that. That's a lot of work to find stuff on the .org. So we have this key over here. These Tiffany blue, for lack of a light blue, sky blue, are from the X-Plane 9 global scenery. The orange ones are the developer enhanced airports, and they're included with the latest release of X-Plane 11. And then you have these red ones, which are developer enhanced airports that are being recommended for inclusion in future releases. And you can search this by 2D and 3D, 3D only, so it'll lower it down. I gotta get to my chatty. Hey Bambino, welcome to the chat. just looking at the X-Plane Scenery Gateway. I don't know how many people have been familiar with it. I frankly had forgotten about it. I had gotten so used to going to the org that I forgot this little that this awesome thing exists. So we're just kind of going through the menu, and then if it's got the little asterisk, it kind of combines some of these. So like I was looking for more airports in Connecticut, but I don't know all the ICAO codes and all that, so I can just click on one of these and go, oh, Waterbury, Oxford. This has been included in the scenery. Yes, a lot of these have been included in 1105, but I had somebody, Matt Roush, who was kind enough to make me a version of this airport, KSNC. It's where my grandfather trained before, and he went on to fly a B-25 Mitchell in World War II. So it was kind of a sentimental airport. And I know Orbix came out with one, but by the time they maybe export it to X-Plane, if they do, if they don't do it. So I was looking for that. So this is kind of for people that don't know about the gateway, it's pretty awesome. And so these were all kind of new ones that were not yet included, but they are recommended for the future. So I downloaded all these today. These, I went up into, I think most of these in my general aviation area. So if anybody's interested, it's called the gateway.x-plane.com. X-Plane Scenery Gateway. It's the Scenery Gateway. This is the main page, gateway.x-plane.com. And really it's the developer site that developers submit to the org to be included in those releases. And this is something that I had tried early on, I think in X-Plane 10, and I'd just forgotten about it. Oh, the one that showed the airports on the map? It's in map view. So you go to search airports, and then you go search approved airports in map view, and then you go open map view. And so here we are. If you happen to live in this heavily populated area of New Jersey, like this one, this has not yet been included, but it's under it's recommended. So if you're down by Lakewood, and then you just hit the download button, boom, right, and then it shows you the most current version. Yeah, so it's a pretty fun, and I think an easier way to find airports for your geographical area. Because you know, to try to know all the different airports, like all these little tiny airports, who knows what they all are? Like this is, let's see, where's my other one that I like? I like Ellington, but it's got some auto draw stuff on it. It needs a little bit of work. Yeah, no, see, we all learn something new every day in with the X-Plane community, and that's why I wanted to bring it back up and show some people that may not be familiar at all with the Scenery Gateway. So we are parked in Northampton, Massachusetts. There is no planes rentable in this one, so we're just going to do some, just going to fly. I love this. This is pretty fun. So you get an external view here. Wait, where to go? Yeah, right there. Driving down the highway and you see that. That's pretty funny. I love the. Okay, so you're in FSE in KORH. That's Worcester, I think. Geez, it's funny. You start to get to know all of these just by kind of being in the sim world. So we're just going to check some stuff. We're going to look at our fuel selector. Let's see what's in my tanks here. Looks like the right tank has a little bit more. I want to make sure I'm on the right tank. There we go. Switch to the right tank. I'm going to reset this. Stop. Mode. Go. Alright, so we're just going to taxi on out of here. We're just going to head north. You know, some days, just flying, you know, I think we get wrapped up in trying to do too much. I'm just going to kind of go old school, no air traffic control. I'm going to have leave my moving map on. Bambino, thanks for coming by the channel. I didn't think I was going to get any viewers. I think John Fly is still on. I know he's doing the dreaded prepared version 4. I tuned in a little bit earlier today. Looks like we're going to have a little left crosswind. Yeah, thanks for coming by. I appreciate the viewership. I see you changed the name. I think that's good, shortening it up a little bit. I think as we go and you kind of refine your brands and styles, I think that's a good move. I think you're going to start getting a lot more people in the VR forum on your Facebook page once Christmas rolls around. I think you're going to find a lot more people getting into it, wanting that headset. It is. I think, you know, being ahead of the curve, and that's kind of like a lot of what. I think that's a great thing, and that's one of the reasons why I've been using Pilot to ATC and World Traffic, because I think I'll be a little bit ahead of the curve when it comes to offline air traffic control. Yeah, definitely got a little left wind. Positive rate of climb. Yeah, I hope you do too. You know, a lot of people do look at your Facebook page, and I recommend it to everybody. I said, if you're looking at getting into it, I said, this is the site to go look at. Let's see. Hey, yeah, no, helping each other out. You know, it's a pretty small community, the sim community, and so I think any help that we can give each other is a great thing. Yeah, there was a lot of helpful people. There's a lot of people, though, that sometimes add stuff where they don't really need to. You know, they just come across as like, yeah, just Google that, or just, it's, you know, if you don't want to answer the question, stay out of the conversation. Well, this is not going to find me what I'm looking for here. Going VFR without a map. think that's a thing too, but I also think they just don't know, you know, and sometimes you get a quick answer to your question by just asking the question, and that's why if I think, yeah, that's an easy one to answer, I won't answer. If I'm not busy, I'll answer it. But I'm not going to say just to the person, why don't you just look for the answer? Like, I forgot about the gateway, and so I'm going, hey, wait a minute, I gotta remember where the gateway was, so I Google searched it. I could have asked the question, but I'm like, I gotta find out where I'm going. So I'm not really, heading west is not where I'm going. Right, exactly, help or leave. Yeah, it's directly to my right. But man, this is an awesome aircraft to fly. I saw your crash video. That was pretty good. Did you figure out what happened with the engines? Okay. Yeah, definitely like just one of those weird glitches. Does kind of remind you. Oh wow! But it does remind you, that's why, having those emergency procedures kind of at the ready. Even though we're in a sim, if that stuff happens, sometimes the failures to me don't happen enough. Oh, but that's good. That's the simulation part. So now you kind of know, like, all right, when this happens again, I'll be a lot more prepared for it. And I think that's why the beauty of simulation. I think that's why as soon as, people started flying, they wanted a safe way to teach it. There you go. There's my river. I wonder if I got pitot heat on. I don't think I turned that on. Gotta find it. I think that's the pitot. Yeah. No, and I get that. I don't know if you know Fair For You to Envy. He was into a big 2-hour flight for one of his virtual airlines, and the sim crashed out on him. Drove him crazy. I feel like I've been pretty lucky. I haven't had many failures, like with hardware. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I'll still be on. I'm not sure how long. I gotta pick my kids up in like an hour or so. So I might not be on for too long today. But have a great flight. Have a great profitable economy. Alright, so what do? Do we want to land in this airport, or do I want to KOR? Take a look. Bring up my sky vector here. Hey, there's some World Traffic 3. Amen. Orange Municipal. Looks like that's it right in front of us. Orange, Massachusetts, 555 feet above sea level. I haven't even checked in with the weather here. Let's see if I get any frequencies on pilot to ATC. Let's go 135, 675.
Orange Muni information, Juliet. 1200 Zulu weather. Wind 290 and 31. Visibility
What?
more than 10. Sky conditions 3,700 scattered, 5,700 overcast, temperature -8, dew point -15. Altimeter 2990.
What?
Arriving runway 32, departing runway 32. Advise on initial contact you have Juliet.
I think I did not turn this off. Apply and save and turn off and get me back to scattered.
Orange Muni information, Juliet.
There we go.
1200 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 3,600 scattered, temperature 13, dew point -10. Altimeter 2992. Arriving runway 32, departing runway 32. Advise on initial contact you have Juliet.
Maybe we'll just go on to the, see if there's something along the river.
Information, Juliet. 1200 Zulu weather.
Oh, look how pretty that looks.
Visibility more than 10.
So one of
Sky
the...
conditions 3,600 scattered. Temperature 13, dew point -10.
Talking about weather, one thing I noticed with the NOAA plugin,
Arriving runway
if you
32, departing runway 32.
if you have, you can disable it, which is fine, and then you can go with sim weather. And so I put the sim weather on my configured pilot to ATC to use the sim weather, so they should match in theory, but I don't know what my winds are, etc. It should be calm. That's the sim weather. I'm going to add a wind layer and see what it does. I'm going to put the out of the north. So 326. We're going to go 10 knots. Gusting 5 to make it simple for my brain.
Orange Muni information, Juliet. 1200 Zulu weather. 330 at 10 gust 15.
Okay, so that's correct.
More than 10.
Let me take
Sky conditions 3,600 scattered, temperature 13, dew point -10. Altimeter 2992.
Good.
Arriving runway 01, departing runway 01. Advise on initial contact you have Juliet.
Be able to handle 10 in this aircraft. A little bit of
Orange Muni information.
little gusty. 10 and 5. We can turn the weather off.
330 at 10 gust 15.
Alright. And let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to Sky Vector to the main page here. Let's see. There was core. There's the river. See, pretty much directly across from core, there should be another. Yeah. Turner's Falls, there it is. Alright, we're going to land in Turner's Falls. 5 or 10 nautical miles out. So we're going to reduce our speed. It's an untowered airport. CTAF is 123. 123. Turner's Falls traffic. Piper Arrow, southbound 10 miles out, coming in for a full stop landing from the south. And that puts us in perfect for the wind. That was a horrible CTAF call. Let's see, and it is over there. Whoa, it's right below us. This is bumpity bump here. Looks like we have a dam up there. Alright. We're gonna come around the pond. It's going to be kind of a fast turn. We should be directly into the wind right there, and then it should kind of push us around. Coming into sight. There we go. We're going to enter right downwind. What runway number is that? Can we see that? Turner's Falls traffic. Piper 12 Bravo entering a right downwind for runway 01, Turner's Falls traffic. And let's see, we're going to go gear down. And I got 3 in the green. So let's say it should be parallel with the runway, kind of at this heading. Not quite parallel with the runway. This heading. Right about there. So we're going to head out a little bit. Turners Falls traffic. Piper 12 Bravo turning final runway 01. Turners Falls traffic.
Your friend calling you. I'll say again your call sign.
This is Piper November 212 Bravo. Alright, heading in. How's the wind feel? Feels pretty good. Feels pretty freaking awesome. We're almost going directly into it. We're a little bit above the glide slope. There we go. Just above these trees. I'll let this thing trim up, settle down. Get that nice transition. Oh, coming in runway 34. My bad. We're coming in the correct runway, but not the one I made the call on. Learn. Ah! I felt it heavy. I was pretty much on full deflection and it was sinking like a rock. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to exit Turners Falls traffic. Piper 12 Bravo, clear of active. Turners Falls. Nice, this is a great looking airport too. I love the blue roofs. Gonna head back up. I didn't check for my X-Plane 11 update. So I did not go to the installer to see if I was on 11.101. A lot of people have had questions about control sensitivity, like the yaw. So I'm going to just show you where my controls are. Under pedals, control sensitivity. I have the yaws pretty far up. I'm actually going to move this one up. So by moving those up, it actually, to me, it kind of deadens the sensitivity a little bit. And so you actually have to move them in order to move the aircraft. I also have X-Plane Realistic on here. So you're getting a little bit of extra head tip and gravity. Flip the tank before we take off again. Back up a tank. Alright. So let's see, where are we? We are Turners Falls. Let's see, if we head, we're going to be heading that way. We're going to bank left. Turners Falls traffic. Piper Arrow, November 212 Bravo, taking runway 16. Turners Falls traffic. Is there two runways here? I did not see two runways. And I'm pretty sure I'm on the right spot, which is center aircraft. Six and 3-4. Yeah, that's all right. I'll take it. Turners Falls traffic. Piper November 212 Bravo, departing runway 16. Turner's Falls traffic. Gonna go 1 notch of flaps. We'll get the wind going with us. This is gonna be brutal. We're gonna need every inch of runway here. Oh, we're not gonna ever get enough wind over the wings. Oh, we did it. Somewhat of a positive rate of climb. Gain some airspeed. Quick click, quick click. And let's see. Reset the timer. Bank left. And continue our northward heading. Following this little thing called the Connecticut River. Let's see, where was I? Back on my chatty. Probably hop up, have enough time to hop up to like one more airport. I don't know if you guys have seen, I know Bambino had posted something on Facebook, how to make your roads transparent and have the cars actually look like they're actually on the ortho. It looked really awesome. Again, that Oscar pilot guy, super cool. It's one of those things that I think it's a little heavy-handed on X-Plane's part. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. But now, with ortho, things are getting so good. I think as a group, we're going to be starting to, we're at the refining point. You know, what bugs you? Alright, can we make this a tiny bit better? Alright, what's the next little thing that's going to bug you? Got a strong gust. Gonna start to trim out the aircraft a little bit. Let's see where this lands us. Still gaining a little bit. Now I think I'm gonna take it up to an even 3,000. Pretty neat look, like landmarks down here. Must be some kind of quarry. The ortho's scenery is, it's amazing. This is zoom level 17. Let's take a look at the Gulf Papa Sierra. Vermont 47, anything closer? Keene, huh? I think the Vermont 47 might be where we end today. Type that into Sky Vector, Vermont 47. Miller Farm Airfield. Oh, this could be fun. Private use. In 285 means sea level. Nice. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Well, we are losing altitude like a rock. I do want to enter from the other direction here. So we're going to fly over. It's cute. It's got some 3D buildings. So let's see if we head downriver a little bit. Yeah, we can probably follow this downriver and make a nice entry. So we're going to go, doesn't have a CTAF, it doesn't have anything. And it's approximately 300 feet. So this is our tour of the Connecticut River. My tour of the Connecticut River. Let's see, we're going to go gear down. Love the extra gear and the wind noise, that's awesome. Three in the green, gear down. A little bit more, a little bit below pattern altitude, but center it there, power lines. So I'm gonna bankety bank to the right. Using airspeed. There we go. First notch of flaps. And then we don't really technically need to slow down. If anything, we need to probably gain a little altitude. Trim up. There. Alright, we'll go second notch of flaps. Reduce the power. And I'm doing this by feel. I'm not doing it by anything really technically correct. I'm sure there's a setting and a heading. I'm going to go third notch of flaps. I'm going to say the airport is that green on the left. heading into the wind. It's coming a little bit from our left. So we're gonna dial in some right rudder, drop the left wing, and try to finesse that thing over here. Got some wires, clear the wires. Long. Oh, hitting hard. Lost momentum. We are fired. And that's why everybody tunes in to Squawking1200. Just that. I'm going to take a look at that. It was deceptively, again, that's the trying to improve upon the approach. This scenery looks really good. The grass is amazing. Vermont 47 hangars this way. Right, so maybe just pause here, Alt R. Take a look at that. Shift 4. Back that up. Let's take this view. Should have thrown on the landing light. Doing a good wind correction, and then it just falls out of the sky. I'm going to say it's probably lack of airspeed. Just a little bit before that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to rotate my view if I can. 2. Will this follow me? Alright. Looking a little long. Gotta pull. It was heavy. No doubt. So we're coming in, and we hit at 60. We do. It was just a hard landing. Flaps up. Keeping a little bit of a crosswind correction. Awesome. That's about all I have time for today. Just you know, sometimes getting wrapped up in the sim, trying to learn something all the time, and sometimes it's just good to get back to just purely flying. Turn off all the add-ons. Just go out and have fun. Dazing, how are you? Welcome to the channel. We are parked here in Vermont 47, VT47. Got a bunch of this scenery and a bunch more. I downloaded about a dozen airports today off of the Scenery Gateway. I don't know if you're familiar with the Gateway. If you're not, I can just go over it really quick with you. I think the Gateway has really made it a lot simpler to find airports for me, rather than just relying on the .org. Like this, free. Beautiful grass. That's a little saturated right there, the ultra green, but the stuff we're on is not bad. Let's see what we have here. Got people. Got that guy down there with like a clipboard or something. Pretty interesting. And now they're going to have a Piper Arrow. Just move it up and put it in front of this hangar. I don't know if I can push myself back in this. Avionics off, keep them from getting damaged. We're going to go idle cut off. I don't think there's ground service here at this airport. It'd be pretty ridiculous if a tug came out.
Sorry, we don't have any service trucks here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm going to go pitot off. Turn off the lights. Had the fuel pump on the hallway. That was my bad. I'm going to go alt off, battery off. Flip the key to off. Make sure the brake is applied. Then I'm going to go fuel cut off. I'm going to go to my map. Where am I? There I am. And this is a cool trick that some people know, some people don't know. But you can rotate a tiny bit. Then if you just want to move it back like a couple inches towards the hangar. Come on, move back. It's acting a little bit weird right there, hang on. Because I want to be backwards. That's forwards. And I want to be back in front of this hangar. There we go. Good. My tail's not in the hangar, is it? Make sure of that. Wow, it's dizzying. Alright, there we go. I'll take that. So that is going to conclude today's continuation of the Connecticut River Tour. We were just using the Just Flight Piper Arrow. We had really nothing going on. World Traffic 3 was running, but not... it was just running. I didn't set it for destinations or anything like that, or set any altitude. Pilot to ATC was just kind of running in the background. We weren't utilizing any air traffic control. We were just kind of simplifying the simulation. If you anybody that's interested, why don't you go take a look over and see if Bambino VR is where he's at. He's got a cool, super cool, where he does everything with the virtual reality helmet using an Oculus. So if you have time and you want to go take a look at it, tell him Squawking1200 says hello. This is Squawking1200, and we'll see you on the next flight. Thank you very much.